Hello, I'm Shay with Hayden Homes warranty team here in Redmond, Oregon. Wanted to kind of show you a couple things. We have some grout caulking here that has cracked out. You may see this in your home. A lot of times it's the settling process of the home. In that first 6 months, it's not uncommon to see this, especially as the seasons change. So today we're going to kind of show you how to remove this and reapply it. All right, folks, here we are in the kitchen. Wanted to show you a couple tools that you're going to possibly need whenever you need to do that grout caulking replacement. So here we have a caulking gun. Not too much to say about this guy here, but this is what's going to apply it to the wall for us. Here we have your grout caulking that we're going to use. It's an elastomeric product that does expand and contract with the home as well. It is a sanded grout caulk. Also some blue tape I have here for us. We're going to use this to kind of keep a straight line. Also have here a scraping tool, kind of a not so flexible. We're going to be using this kind of in a fashion like so to kind of scrape the old caulking out. And we'll go over this here in a moment. The other thing I like to have is just a brush, and that's just to get any of the loose material away from the wall so that when we reapply our grout caulking, we don't have a bunch of dust and such in it. Another product that doesn't hurt to have, vacuum. So I got this little guy here to clean up our mess as we go and keep it pretty. Also rags to clean up our mess as we go, because you're going to want to have a wet rag just to clean up as well. So what we're going to do here, again, we're going to take my scraping tool and we're going to come over here and we're just going to kind of lightly place it up against the tile. You don't want to scratch the tile, but you want to be able to pull the old grout caulking away. So we're just going to run this down the edge of the tile, letting the knife do the work, put a little bit of pressure where needed, and we're going to just keep on going all the way to the end here. And then we're going to come back the other direction just to clean this up because I'm right-handed here. We're going to go this way. And once we kind of have that peeled apart, we're going to start at the bottom. Again, don't raise your edge of your tool because we don't want to scratch the counter. We want to keep it flat to the counter. Then we're going to come in here and just kind of cut this along. And it doesn't have to be perfect by all means. You just want to get the majority of it out. So that way the grout caulking has a void to fill, and that will give us a nice clean line there. It should last longer for us too. Then what I like to do is I come back with my tool and just kind of stick the corner in here. We're going to pull any loose grout out. And it does sound scary, but it's not hurting anything there. And then I like to just come back and we'll just do a couple of cleanups, like so. This is where that brush comes in. We're gonna come over here and just pull it away. No sense in pulling the vacuum out if we still need to clean up this grout caulking. So we're just gonna pull this away here. Okay. So you can see we can do a little bit more cleanup here. So we can come in at this point, kind of go towards the tile gently, just kind of break that edge. If we grout caulk over that edge right here, you're gonna leave kind of a raised area and it's just not as appealing. So we're just gonna knock this down real quick. Again, it does not have to be perfect, but we just don't want a lot of leftover material. Okay. And again, the brush. Get this stuff out of our way as best as possible. If you have any stragglers, just pull them away too. Okay. We're gonna come over and grab my vacuum now, and we're gonna make a little bit of noise, and we're gonna get this cleaned up. Okay, next thing we wanna do is grab our dry rag here, or towel, or whatever you got. Paper towels will work too. We're just gonna rub across here, clean it up a little bit. We don't want any dust left behind because we gotta put some tape on it, okay? Just so we get a nice straight line here. So, I'm gonna do something like that. Now at this point, you can either keep it about a 1/16 inch away or 3/8 of an inch. Really, it's your preference at this point, what you want your grout line to be, how thick you want it to be. So we're gonna tape the countertop first. And once we're done taping the countertop, we'll come back and we'll tape the actual tile. And we'll start applying. Okay. Now on the back wall, it's a little bit trickier, a little harder to see. We're just gonna apply our tape, and sometimes you might have to come back and square it up a little bit. But essentially, that's what we want it to look like. Just like that, okay? All right, next thing we want to do is grab our caulking gun. Grab your tube of caulking, and I've already pre-cut the nozzle. You want it at a probably 45-degree angle on that guy. And the biggest thing here is you don't want to just put your gun straight into it. You kind of want to head it at an angle, so that way it kind of doesn't force out in front of the caulking gun and it goes behind it. So that's kind of the process we're going to use here. So again, I've already cut the 45-degree angle. Now we're just going to stick it in the corner. Again, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to start on the left side and pull to the right. And we're just going to do one of these numbers. Just like that. And then your other rag, set it down on there because the caulking is going to come out of the tube a little bit. If it does get on the countertop, it's not the end of the world. Very easy to clean if you ever need to clean it, okay? It's water cleanup. Now that we have it applied, I like to get a wet rag just to get my finger wet here. And what we're going to do is we're going to get our finger wet. We're going to drag across here, putting a mild amount of pressure, and everybody's a little different on this one. But we're just going to put a little bit of pressure here, push it into the gap. When we're done getting it into the gap, what we're going to do is we're going to pull our tape, and we're going to make it look good. So here we go, pulling the tape off. You have a nice straight line at the top, and we'll do one right down here, and look at that. Nice straight line we got there. All right, here we are at the kitchen sink. Just wanted to point this out to you guys here. The grout caulking behind the kitchen sink is some places that gets missed because it's not something we're thinking about. But as you're washing dishes, getting a little crazy here, water can get back here and cause this to crack out over time. So it is something that we want you guys to, just go around your house every 6 months or so and just check out. Put your eyes on the caulking of the home. Most commonly, we're going to see some of this stuff happen on exterior walls or around the kitchen faucet, or even the bathroom faucets. Wouldn't hurt to double check those too.